Welcome back, everybody, with the Boomer Boys podcast. We're back with episode 9 today. We are 1 week away from Sooner football being played again. It's a very exciting time around Oklahoma football right now. As you can see, we're joined with Dylan again, a part of the Boomer Boys podcast. And we're just going to sit here. We're going to talk about how we're feeling about OU 1 week out. So we're going to talk about like the biggest reasons we're excited for, the biggest questions we still have, and all this. And then at the end, we're going to look at the top 6 games of week 0, and we're all going to pick our winners to win that one. So let's get into it.
Yeah, what a joy it is. Football season is near. We're with Dylan today. Like he said, we're going to be recapping a little bit about what we think and what we're expecting. And so let's get right into it. 1 week out, how are we feeling about them Sooners?
I think it's a big joy. If Dylan, you want to take this one first, the floor is yours.
Yeah, 1 week out, we're feeling excited. There's nothing like football being back, single digit days. Can't wait for it. I've been fiending for a while. But, man, I think the Sooners are going to be ready to go. And, this first game, you don't know what all you're going to see. Probably keep it pretty vanilla, but can't be more excited that they're back playing on Owen Field.
That's right. Dude, I think it's an exciting time just because, like, kind of the last game we played at Owen Field was a little bummer, so it's a little redemption game, I know it's not just the most Goliath of an opponent, but, it's still football, OU still taking the field.
That's what I'm thinking. That game left a bad taste in everyone's mouth, and then also the Kool-Aid that I've been drinking this, and I say it every time. Wow. I was ready to run through a brick wall when I saw that Friday Night Lights video.
That was awesome.
I am ready. Kind of leads into the next topic. Has the hype this preseason gone too high?
I think no. Well, I say that. I think yes and no. I don't want everyone to be like, kind of like last year. No one expected OU to be good. You know what I mean? So, like, you're always playing with a chip on your shoulder. So I think the hype is deserving, yes, and I think it's there. I just don't like how everyone like puts us in the playoff right now, just because like I hate all that attention on us. You know what I mean? It's like Dylan. Dylan, you answer that. How do you think? Do you think the hype has gotten too high?
I think it's odd because there's some places the hype. You're always going to get this. The hype is really high in some places, and then other spots, people are like, "OU's gonna lose 5 games." What is our line at right now? Is it still?
I think it moved. It was at 7.5. I think it moved up to 8.5.
Yeah, I think it's criminal.
And it's the number one betted over.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet, taking the over. But I don't know. You want a fair balance of we did some good things last year, and we got a lot of guys coming back, and you built a lot of respect last year, but at the same time, you don't want to lose that chip on your shoulder. And I think BV's great at motivating those guys regardless. Yeah. I don't think they listen to too much outside noise.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This preseason, I've said it before, it really does feel like we've gotten back to traditions and what OU football is. I think the hype is justified. I think we just haven't seen the hype and us follow through, and I think that this is year we actually follow through. If you guys could rate the confidence you have, and us following through this season, what would it be 1 through 10?
Man, I would say that I'm rocking it like a 9. I'm like you, Bryson. I'm a little bit of a sunshine pumper. I'm going to be optimistic. It doesn't matter. I'm going to root for my team. But I expect us to do good things and improve on last year.
Yeah, I think I can agree with a 9. I would say 9. I'd say 9 or 8. I think that area. I think I'm so confident in just the fact of we get a healthy John, like what Huddy's just doing. We get a healthy 10. When you have a healthy 10 at Q, dude, he was so electric in the first 2 weeks. Like before thumb injury, he was electric. So what about you? All right, what's yours?
Oh, you already know. I've been at 11 all preseason. Now I'm at like a 15, and so I'm just excited for them to get on the field. I think we've got a lot of good returners, a lot of good transfers in. I think that we've got a good product that we're going to put on the field.
I think a big thing about this is there's a lot of question marks, not bad question marks, I don't think. But you look at like the running back room. Who are we sending out there first? Like that hasn't been like Dylan. I mean, have you heard anything?
I mean, that'll be interesting week one. I mean, I think it's like public knowledge. Torrey's been dealing with some stuff. Xavier missed a little bit of time, I think, at the very beginning. But, I mean, I think no matter what, no matter who you roll out there, you're going to get a dog. And it just, to me, it depends. Are we going to have that guy that's next level? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Instead of just a good back. You know what I mean? Like, and if we have one of those, who is it that emerges? I mean, I think there's any of the top four. I mean, you could go Xavier, Torrey, Lloyd Avant, or Jonathan. I think any of those four could come out and just take the lead.
Yeah.
We get two running back by committee, but I'd like to see someone take the lead out there.
That's what I was thinking exactly. I think that is a big question mark. Like, who's going to take the reins? You know, who's going to be the number one? You know, we need 5 yards, go get it. You know, who's going to be the one that the opposing team's fearing that they're going to break a big one?
Yeah.
And I think that's something that we're going to have to just wait to see. I don't think we'll see it UTEP, but I think we'll start to develop an identity by Michigan and Georgia.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about, okay, so like what are the biggest questions that we still have going into week one, into the season? Bryson, what's your biggest question that you still have?
How much has this O-line grown, and how are they going to look this year? I think that's a big one. We're hearing a lot of hype. I just want to see that hype be backed up.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, you know, knock on wood, as far as we know, we haven't seen the injury bug too much. I mean, Jake's dealing with injury, but it's not a season-ending injury is the good thing that we've learned. You know, there's no timeline on it yet, I know, but like to bounce off of you, like that's the biggest question. I think that's been the biggest question the past years is the offensive line. How's it going to look? I'm still curious to see who's going to take the reign as wide receiver two. I know Trail had an unreal fall camp. But still seeing guys like Parker, E.T., you got Jamichael, you got Mackenzie Allen. Like, there's so many different guys that are battling for wide receiver too, and I think it's good to have multiple receivers.
And I think something you may see on that this year, and I don't know, I felt like last year it felt to me more like an NFL style receiver rotation. Like, you've got your 3 to 4 guys who are going to be on the field and they're not coming off. Like, we didn't see a lot of receiver rotation. I think this year, as many guys that are competing for serious playing time, I think you could see some more rotation outside of, you know, maybe Satania and Trell. And even then, I mean, if you got 6 guys that can go at wide receiver, why not keep them fresh?
Right, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think there's a lot of things that we could talk about. I think it's just amazing that football is finally back.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk about what we're most looking forward to seeing.
I mean, I can start us off. I got one that
Start
should
us
get
off.
everybody in this fan base excited. And it kind of seems like the low-hanging fruit, but our defense. I love watching our defense play football. That's the thing I'm most excited for, because the way our defense plays, I mean, it puts our offense in a great spot. If we can get outside of offense, I mean, that our offense has to score maybe 28 points a game
If
to
that.
win
Yeah.
with this defense, and I love watching that kind of defense play football.
No, I can definitely agree on that. I think it's such a comfort blanket, you know, the things we didn't have when we did have a functional offense, you know, when Baker was there, Kyler. I think it is such a promising thing to like go out there like, okay, if we go score 24, we have a really good chance of winning this game. So I can bounce that. I think what I'm most excited for is a knock on wood as right now, you know, in a perfect world, a healthy John for 10 games.
I think that's one of the things that I'm also really excited about. We saw what John can do healthy, I think that the work that he's put in this offseason, not only on the field, in the weight room, but also, quarterback is a mental game.
Yeah.
And being able to go and break down the film, he was with Witten, he was with Bradford. There was a lot of people that he was working with. I think that is going to be, the real make or break of this season. If he's healthy, I feel like we'll win some games.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Now let's bounce on this one. Who's the biggest transfer that you are most excited to see, Huddy? Who's the guy that we brought in that you're like, man, I cannot wait to see this guy on the field?
There's so many transfers that that could take the reins. With Lloyd, I'm really excited for him. I would probably say Trail Harris.
Yeah.
I mean, when's the last time we've had a real number two that has been able to produce as much as the number one? What was it? CD back with Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think that he's really going to be the number two guy, and I think it's going to be really fun to watch him.
Yeah, 100%. What about you, Dylan? Who's the transfer you're most excited for?
I'll honestly go with the two big wide receiver transfers, Trell Harris and Parker Livingston. I think this is probably the most versatile receiver room we've had in a minute. Like those three, if you take those two and add Satania, you got three guys who can specialize in three different things. I mean, they can all do a little bit of everything, but Parker's not going to take a drag and go 70 yards to the house like Satania against Ole Miss, but Satania is also not going to go run a goal line fade and take it from someone. You know what I mean?
100%.
Those two add some versatility, I think, to the receiver room, and I'm excited about that.
I think that's good. I think the one I'm most looking forward to, I'll go to the other side of the ball. I think I'm most excited for Cole Sullivan. I've heard a lot of good stuff. He just had a mic'd up video on the thing. He's working a lot of different. He's working at inside. He's working at cheetah. He's working at multiple positions. And I think that speaks volume of him. I've said this in a prior podcast. I can kind of see him as the Isaiah Simmons in the BV defense that he had at Clemson. Kind of just move him everywhere. Because you've seen he can cover in space. He can go fill. He can run downhill. So I think I'm the most excited to watch Cole just because he brings another piece to that electric defense.
Bouncing off Cole, that was one that Michigan hated to lose. I just saw a poll that they did, and he, out of all their transfers, he was the favorite, or the the most hated that they lost by a long shot. And so I think that'll be good. Following defensive side of the ball, Reggie Powers. I mean, the dude has just looked transformed.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of really good things, that he's just a dog.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to see how he will develop being a starter and getting starter minutes.
Yeah, 100%. I think, okay, so let's move on to this one, the bottom one, or the second to bottom one. Who do you think is the biggest competition for OU this season in the SEC?
Oh, I mean, I personally, I don't want to give my whole prediction away, but I think OU and Georgia meet in the SEC championship game. I think that's the battle. I think those are two of the toughest teams, two defenses that will win ball games. And, I think that's our hardest challenge. Of course, like in the SEC, no one's really easy, but I would say us, Georgia, and Ole Miss, to me, are probably the top three.
Yeah,
right.
I like that. What about you? If you had to pick someone besides Georgia that you're like, okay, that's going to be OU's competition that we have to look out for, not even on their schedule.
When you look at it, I don't think the bottom half of the schedule will bring us too much competition. I think it'll be hard to win those games, and I think that we have the edge over A&M. I think we have the edge over Ole Miss. I do think that there's going to be some competition. Looking at it, realistically, Red River, I think that's going to be a big competition just by how good their offense is supposed to be on paper. I think that matching up against our defense will be a good game to watch, and I think that will dictate a lot of the rest of the season.
Yeah, I like that. I think the competition that I think I look for that's not even on our schedule, I think is LSU. I think just because there's such they're a massive question mark in the SEC. You just don't know what they're
You
going
have
to
no
do.
idea
And
what you're going to get from them right now.
yeah,
Right.
you just don't know it because I mean, if you look at their schedule, it's not like they have a cupcake schedule by any means. So like, I mean, I saw things that they could potentially start 1-3, and it's like, do I think they'll go 1-3? No, but like, there's a chance.
It's very
So I
real.
think, yeah, so I think that's a big, I think that's a big competition piece. Is like if they're going to perform how they're supposed to, I think that's going to be pretty critical in this, I guess, shakeup of the SEC. So I think all three of those are really awesome picks. So to wrap this little segment up, okay, what's one word to like to define this team?
Improved. I mean,
I like that.
I want to say resilient. Can I say a couple words?
Yeah.
I think improved just because, when you look at last season, we were really defensive heavy. I think the defense have improved. I think they got more mature. But really, I think this offense is going to be something that's different. And I think that, it's complete, maybe complete.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good word. I like that. What about you, Dylan? What's the one word that comes into your mind when you think of this team?
It kind of piggybacks off Bryson, but I'm going to say balanced, or at least that's
Balanced.
the hope for this team this year. Is like you said. I mean, the defense. We were the defense last year for the. I mean, last 8 games of the year, we were the defense, and I think we can really start playing some complementary ball and balance. That's my word for the year.
I love it.
I like that.
What
I
about
like that.
yourself?
I think I'm gonna say hungry. I think I'm gonna say hungry just because of the fact of like just the way it ended last year was so just disappointing. It was good we made it to the playoffs. You'll never discredit the fact that we did make it to the playoffs, but it's just the fact of how it ended, and I think just how much guys we bring back from that team. I think is they're gonna be hungry. So I think that's the one word.
No, yeah. I'm excited. Let's get right into our next segment. But before that segment, let's take a word from our sponsors. If you're looking for custom golf apparel for the whole family, check out Birdies and Bogies. They specialize in everything from baby and toddler apparel to adult golf gear with some seriously awesome prints and patterns. They've also made a name for themselves in the corporate and event space, making them a great local option for custom orders of all kinds.
Mention Boomer Boys Podcast to get 10% off of your first event or corporate order. The quality and the pricing are hard to beat, and it's awesome to have a local Oklahoma golf apparel company that takes care of your custom needs. So check them out on their website and make sure to follow them on all their social medias. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving into a new segment that we are going to start called the Boomer Board. So the Boomer Board is we're going to pick the top 5 games around the nation that we're going to pick from, and then we're going to have a 6th game. It's going to be like our wild card game where we're the most excited for it. It just has no implications of OU season, really. Kind of just a little fun one to pick from. So we'll have myself, Bryson, Dylan, and then our producer Tate will have one. And then every week we'll have a guest picker. And at the end of the season, whoever has the best record will get a prize of some sort. We'll figure that out at the end of the season. But yeah, this is just kind of some little fun thing we're kind of doing, like what College Game Day does, just to spice it up and have a cool little segment right here.
I think it, also adds, a little bit of fun, but also later in the season, we'll really have to actually win some games and have some teams lose.
Yeah.
And see that within the season. And so, yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's get right into it. So the first game that we're going to do on the Boomer Board today is going to be North Carolina versus TCU in Ireland. So, Dylan, you want to take this first? Who is your pick for this game?
I'll take it first, and I'm going with TCU with Jaden Craig from Harvard at quarterback. I just don't know that Bill Belichick is suited for college. I don't know. I just don't see it working out in the long run. Give me the Horned Frogs in Ireland this weekend.
I like it.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid early. Give me Bill a check. Big Bill.
Belichick. I like it.
No, I think it'll be fun. I think he's a great coach. And they usually end up winning some early game early on and then just, get everybody hype and then just lose.
Just fall off the face of the
yeah.
earth. I like it. All right, Tate. I know Tate may not be able to say it out loud, but Tate can probably yell it.
Last year, TCU absolutely dominated this game. And I know they're replacing Josh Hoover, but give me the Horned Frogs.
Ooh, Tate taking the Horned Frogs. I like it.
Bad pick.
I like it. All right, so I'll wrap this one up. I think I'm gonna hop on the TCU train with you guys. I do think to kind of bounce off Tate. I do think they just dominated last year, and I'm with Dylan. I'm not very high on Belichick. I just don't think he can get it down at the college level. I just don't. So, moving on to the next game then. Okay, now we're going to go on to USC versus San Jose State. This game is played at USC. It's kind of a lopsided spread, but Dylan, take us with your first takes on this one.
Yeah, if USC doesn't win by 50, they need to go ahead and fire Lincoln Riley because it ain't working. So give me the Trojans in this one.
I like it.
Lincoln Riley's defenses are notoriously bad. He's got bad coordinators on the defensive side of the ball. I think an upset might be brewing. I would love to see it. Unfortunately, I think that USC being at home, their quarterback Jaden is a dog.
Yes.
You know, I hate to admit that, but he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think that San Jose State can get this one done.
Yeah, I like that. Tate?
As much as I don't like to say it, Lincoln Riley can call a freaking offense. I mean, San Jose State's got a better chance taking on hell with the water gun.
Fair that. I will say I'm picking USC. I will say though, don't be surprised if it's closed in the first half. That's just my bold prediction. That's my hot take. I'm not saying San Jose State's going to win. I think USC's going to win, but don't be surprised if it's close in the first half. Okay, but I am going to take the Trojans on this game. But still, all the hatred in the world.
You got to be realistic. You know, I don't want to be realistic, but you got to.
Yeah, all hate.
It's like a 40-point spread.
Yeah, it's a lopsided one. Okay, so moving on to the next game. This one is probably, I would say, probably up there with the most entertaining game in this one. So let's start this one. I think it's going to be, or it is, NC State at Virginia. Tate, if you want to scroll down so we can see kind of just like the statistics on this one. But it is NC State at Virginia. So, Dylan, give me your thoughts on this one.
You know, I'm going to go with Virginia here. I think Bo Pribula, as much as I don't like Missouri, former Missouri Tigers, all of the above, I think he's a good quarterback, and I think that system that Virginia has is good, and I think he'll thrive in it. Give me Virginia on this one.
Good pick. Virginia really did surprise me last year. Former OU quarterback balled out. What was it, his 7th season?
Yeah, felt like it.
No, yeah, he was there in the pre-Lincoln Riley era.
Yep.
I think Virginia just reloads. I think they retain a lot of guys. I think it'll be close. I think it'll be real close. I think Virginia wins, though.
I like it. Tate?
You know, this game, Virginia probably should have won last year. NC State beat them 35-31. Well, NC State rattles off 21 in the third.
Wow.
And Virginia, I mean, they were, if you guys remember Virginia last year, they were on the freaking cusp of making the playoffs conference championship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right there. And this was a game, week 2 in the season, I think it was, that just slipped away from it. But I hate Missouri. Bo Pribula is a freaking dog. I mean, there's not much to say about it. Don't kid yourself. C.J. Bailey can freaking play football.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude threw for 200 on him last year. It was like 16 to 23. Like, dude can play, but give me the Cavs.
I like it, Virginia. So all three of you guys picked Virginia. I am going to pick NC State on this one. I really do. I think C.J. Bailey is probably one of the most underrated quarterbacks that no one talks about in the nation. He's a real true dual threat quarterback. I think he can do it all. I think with the people that they brought in, I can't tell you the exact peoples, but I know they brought in some key players to replace the transfers and the seniors graduated. But like just kind of going off what I said, I think C.J. Bailey is a very underrated quarterback, and it's going to be Bo Pribula's first time playing in Virginia. So I think it's at Virginia, which helps them a lot. But give me the underdog on the road for this game. I'm going to take NC State. So now going on to probably the most exciting one, and probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. Probably a lot of people looking forward to this game the most. We're gonna go with Memphis at UNLV. So Dylan, let's let you take over the reign on this first one.
All right. I know I'm going to catch flack for this, but I'm taking UNLV, and I think Jackson Arnold is going to write his career at UNLV with Dan Mullen. I just feel it. I think the talent's all there. He's a great thrower of the football. He can make any throw on the field. If he can process, I think he can have a lot of success, especially in, the Mountain West.
I like it. No,
Or
that's a great
did they in
take
the
there.
Pac-12 this year?
I don't know if it went to.
That whole thing shook up. I don't remember, but I think they may still be Mountain West.
I think they're still Mountain West right now for one more
Yeah.
year. We
Yeah,
could be wrong.
that
on
sounds right.
But no, I
I'm
like
thinking
it.
it will be.
I like it.
I don't think Mullen should have got fired at his last job. I think they fired him a little bit prematurely. I think he's a great coach. Realistically, he's had really good success. I remember watching him. What was that? Mississippi State. Mississippi State back in the day, I believe.
I think so. Yes.
With Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's year. Fact check me if I'm wrong. But no, he's a great coach. I think that Memphis is going to get this one done, though. I don't know. Something's telling me Memphis is going to get it done. I just don't think Arnold will, first game. I think that he'll have a good year, but I don't think that this first game will go his way.
Tate.
You go look at it now. UNLV's got a 70% chance to win it.
Wow.
Memphis goes on a 4-game skid to lose the year or to end the year last year. Memphis's coach Ryan Silverfield leaves now at Arkansas. First year head coach in Memphis, Jackson Arnold. As much as people say he struggled in the SEC, Duke can play football.
He can play football.
I really think that Dan Mullen will have his guys ready to go week one. So give me the Rebs. They're only a 4.5-point favorite right now. But
I like it. This one has a lot of question marks around it. Memphis announced the starting quarterback today with Mason Stokes, the quarterback from West Florida last year. We actually got to watch him play Northeastern State in Tahlequah weekend.
He was the one that was committed to Florida.
He was committed to
correct?
Florida. Then a video surfaced of him saying naughty words, so he got scholarship pulled. But that guy's freaking good. So he got announced. He beat Aaron Noland out at the quarterback job, which everyone thought he was going to beat Aaron Noland for a long time. Well, then he comes out and he wins the quarterback battle, so he's taking the reins at Memphis. But I kind of agree with Tate says. It's a lot of the first-year people. It's his first time playing in a big-time game. I think UNLV is my pick to make the Group of Five, or they're the Group of Five team to make the playoff. So I'm going to take UNLV on this one. I'm on Dylan type train with this. I do think Jackson Arnold's going to thrive at UNLV in that system. So give me the Rebels on that one.
Don't you hate on those Division II quarterbacks that go play big boy football?
I guess, you got a point.
Fair State.
You got a point.
I think we could all agree that Jackson Arnold will probably be able to thrive there. I'm actually excited. I was a big Arnold guy back in the day,
was
like
too.
myself, and so
Man, if
like Dylan.
Side note, I bought a Jackson Arnold jersey, but I got scammed on the TikTok shop, so it never came in. I guess that was a blessing in disguise. But, so to bounce on this one, our last Power 4 game is going to be Hawaii at Stanford. Okay, this is kind of a little cool one. Dylan, let's take over this one.
Give me the fighting Andrew Luck, Stanford Cardinal. I just don't think that Hawaii can do it at Stanford. I know Hawaii's got a pretty salty quarterback this year, but what's his name, Michael Alhado?
Yeah.
But
I don't think they get it done at Stanford, Power 4 opponent.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I think Stanford. I think it'll be a fun game. I think it'll be a close game. I think that Stanford will get it done though. It was a close game last year. Stanford covers.
I like it.
What is wrong with the freaking fighting Rainbow Warriors? They did it last year. Why can't they do it again? Michael Alejandro, this dude was 27 of 39 for 2 tugs against him.
Ooh.
And don't kid yourself. Mother Mary couldn't have helped Stanford last year. They were poor. They were poor. Hawaii's got Timmy Chang at the freaking helm. Like,
Yeah.
give me the Rainbow Warriors.
I love it. Timmy Chang. I'm with Tate. I'm going to take Hawaii on this one. I don't like you, Andrew Luck. I never will like you. I hope you lose. No, all seriousness. I'm with Tate. I do think Timmy Chang is going to lead the Rainbow Warriors on the flying unicorn. They're going to slide down that unicorn, grab the pot underneath the Stanford Christmas tree of gold, ride right back up on that rainbow, and they're going to get out of there with a dub by 21 points. And Andrew Luck's going to be on that sideline looking there like confused, dazed and confused on why the Rainbow Warriors just walked into that trap and took over that trap. So give me the Rainbow Warriors in this game. So, moving on to the last game of this Boomer Board Pick'em segment, we're going with the town team, Northeastern State University, playing Delta State on a Friday night. Got moved up to a Friday night. This is a Division II game for you guys that don't know where Northeastern State University is or Delta State. Okay, but let's start this off. This is our wild card, our fun game for the week. So, Dylan, let's start it off with Northeastern State Riverhawks versus Delta State.
You know, I feel like it's just wrong to pick against NSU in this. And I was really close to picking against them just because of the new jerseys they put out that they're wearing. But I'll pick the Riverhawks.
There we go. There we go.
Coach Chev got them boys moving. Actually, you know, it is a fun time to be at NSU. You know, I'm still a student here. It is actually awesome. I remember the days that we would win one or two games.
That was rough.
It was rough, you know, but you know this team, it's fun to watch. It really is fun to watch them put a good product on the field each and every game. It's hype. The boys, you know, are playing like a unit. I think we were snubbed of the playoffs last year. We're getting in the playoffs this year.
I like it. The River Chickens for the win for Huddy. I like it. Tate.
Delta State was a freaking good football team.
They were.
They have been year in, year out. I mean, 7-3. Dudes averaged 36 points a game, gave up like 19.
Ooh.
I mean, they can play some ball. But the days that you can just look over Northeastern State have come to an end.
That's right.
Chev's got these dudes rolling. Donnie Smith playing
Dog.
quarterback. That guy can play some ball, guys.
He can.
I mean, he can play some ball. They graduated probably one of the better running backs I've watched in person. Sorry, they didn't graduate.
No, he
He
to
drafted.
D1.
South Dakota State.
He went.
D1,
Yeah.
D1.
Ramon McKinney.
Yeah, he went D1.
That guy can play. I've heard they got 3 in the running back room that are just as good as him.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Their defense started playing some ball towards the end of the
They
year.
did.
I mean, ECU is supposedly the best team East Central's had since like their 92 national championship. And we just boat raced them.
Boat raced him.
Boat raced
Took the cup,
Yeah.
UCO.
Cup
Yes.
from UCO. Freaking
It was awesome.
little bro. We got some Oklahoma boys on the defense too.
Yep.
Freaking Kel Charbonneau.
Hey, Dylan knows about Kel Charbonneau too. Dylan played
Hey.
him in high school.
Kel Charbonneau met the Tuttle Tigers at a bad time. Tell you.
Chance Cobb, Dylan Ballard, Tyler McCarthy. Boy, that Tuttle Tiger team, that's a different podcast.
Dog
segment.
on that Tuttle team.
But give me the Riverhawk. Shout out Bo Curry, baby.
Bo Curry.
Got 'em rolling.
So I'll wrap it up. I'm going to hop on the NSU train too. I think that Chev is doing a good job at NSU rebuilding it. I think he's got everyone in town excited. I think Donnie Smith is in the running for, what's the Heisman for D2?
Harlan Hill.
The Harlan Hill for the Division II. That's the Division II Heisman. He's in like the preseason like watch list. You got Deuce Robinson, still receiver that played at Colorado. I think NSU is going to win this game. I think it's going to be fun. I wish it wasn't on a Friday night though. I mean, it was supposed to be on a Saturday.
I think I heard Mikey Henderson actually moved to safety now.
Really, Mikey Anderson? That's an old Oklahoma name right there.
That is old Oklahoma name.
Yep. No, in Bedlam.
That is actually Mikey's actually my kin. Actually,
Really?
yeah.
That's
That is-
sick.
Yeah, we met this year, and I was like, dude, you're a Hudson too. That's awesome. No, he's a freak.
Yeah,
he's a
he's
freak.
good.
I'm excited to watch him. He's athlete. I think this whole team, is just full with some studs. I think they're going to get some wins.
They'll be excited. So, all right, everyone. Well, that's we'll wrap up the Boomer Board segment right there. That's such a little fun time to do, and we appreciate Dylan coming on this podcast. Like we said, you guys probably already know Dylan is part of the Boomer Boy team. Me, Huddy, Tate, and Dylan all kind of got this thing rolling right now, and we're super excited. But yeah, that concludes episode 9, and the next time you guys see us, we will be going over the week 1 game, and
It's getting here.
It's getting here. We'll have a new guest speaker or picker on this next episode, and we're just going to have a new guest each week. So you'll be seeing a lot more of Dylan, too. He'll hop up on here for game previews, and we'll have different segments with Tate, so you guys can actually see Tate's face and put a
That's scary.
Yeah, put a face to voice. So, but yeah, we appreciate everyone tuning in to the Boomer Boy podcast, and we will see you guys next time.
Well,
oh,
I want to shout some boys out real quick. Creatives. I want to shout out Pete, Garrett, Connor, John Baker, and John Petrie, and Hammer Flowers. The guys.
there we go.
Let's go.
Let's
Gearing
get
up
them
for the
on the
season.
podcast. Let's get them on the podcast.
I'm sure we can get some of them.
Let's do it. So shout out to the OU creative
Shout out to
team.
them.
Shout out to the
Shout
OU
out to
creative
the boys.
team.
but no, it's been a good one. I'm excited.
I'm excited. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So, Dylan, we appreciate you coming back on. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Boomer.
Thanks for having me, boys. Boomer.